Hi, I'm State Representative John Lesch. Much has changed since I last taped a video message to you. I returned to legislative session last month, fresh from basic and advanced infantry training at Fort Benning, Georgia. In September, I had enlisted in the Minnesota National Guard and returned after 4 months with an MOS qualification as an infantryman. I'm assigned to St. Paul's Unit in the 2 of the 135 and am proud to serve as a soldier with the Minnesota Red Bulls. It's been a month since legislative session started here at the Capitol, but already we're hearing some of the same concerns that have plagued us for the past 8 years. The February economic forecast will not let us or the governor sit on our hands. The deficit for the next budget cycle has grown by $363 million to $5.8 billion. These projections do not include inflation, which would add another $1.1 billion. The accounting gimmick used in past cycles of delaying payments to schools has not been paid off, and to fix that would also cost an additional $1.1 billion. Finally, it solves no repayment of a K-12 property tax recognition, whose fix would cost $564 million. Altogether, we could see an $8 billion deficit in the next budget cycle. This irresponsibility must end. We continue to suffer under the weight of a no new taxes pledge by the governor, which was designed not to save the average Minnesota working family, but was geared to funnel money toward Minnesota's richest people and corporations. These tax cuts for the wealthy, including high-income preference rates and commercial industrial property tax changes, have cost the state of Minnesota over $1 billion per year and would more than have covered our perennial budget deficits. Over 75% of our budget shortfall continues to be due to the lack of the revenue from these individual income tax rates. While the rest of us have seen more home foreclosures, more potholes, more school closings, and more public safety concerns, Minnesota's yacht and country club crowd have squandered our state's generosity to them over these years, while simultaneously providing us with fewer jobs and higher interest rates. It's time to re-examine whether we can continue to afford the governor's preferential treatment of the wealthy among us when we're not even getting the jobs that we were promised. In January, Minnesota's unemployment rate fell 0.1% to 7.3%. But the legislature knows that we cannot wait for a white knight to employ Minnesotans. So we acted on our own with a comprehensive bonding bill designed to put Minnesotans back to work. The legislature passed a bill which remains under veto threat by the governor because the governor says that it's too much. But a number of economic models predict that $1 billion in bonding could create between 10,000 and 20,000 jobs in the private sector and in the public sector. This bill reflects these 3 key priorities: higher education investments, transportation and transit improvements, and clean water infrastructure. It comes in well under Minnesota Management and Budget's new debt service guidelines. The bill invests in regional economies and is designed to take full advantage of federal and other non-state matches. Despite our challenges, this recurring crisis presents an opportunity for you to weigh in and demand the broken system be fixed. There are multiple candidates running for governor in the different political parties in Minnesota for the nomination in 2010. Call your candidate of choice and tell him or her that the system must be fixed before you will offer your support to that gubernatorial candidate. Now is the time, not after the general election, nor even after the primary election. Now is the time when the candidates are paying attention and when you can make the biggest difference. Your voice is crucial to getting us back on the right track and I feel confident that with your participation, we can get there together. Thank you.